presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have. It's a beautiful day. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Don't make assumptions. Disconcern the truth. The problem with making assumptions is that we believe they are the truth. We make an assumption. We misunderstand, we take it personally, then what do? We react by sending emotional poison with our word, which creates a whole big drama for nothing. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 263, NASDAQ up 137, S&P's up 46, gold contract up $40, trading at $17.28 an ounce. We get silver up 58 cents, $15.60 an ounce. Light sweet crude down 64 cents, $23.37 a barrel. Notes and bonds. 10-year note up 24 ticks, 139.10. The 30-year up 2.5 points at 181.05. And King Dollar. King Dollar down 217 ticks, trading 99.872. The euro is at 108. The yen is at 106.29, and the British pound is at 123 to $1 US. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. And the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, the S&Ps, folks, are trying to break topside. They've been trying to break topside right now, basically going all the way back to the 17th of April. What we're talking about here the last couple days is trying to break the 289.25 number. We hit 289.78 again. Bottom line, we're going to see if we're coming into this close if you're going to have another failure on price as well as volume. The benchmark out here is the 289.25. Right now you're 288.17. We get over and we take a look at that's in your SPY. We get into the futures. We take a look at the futures. And what you have in here in the futures, folks, is that we just got down to a price point of 28.71. You're 8 points higher than that now. You're 28.79. But that being said, this is what we had just done. On this 10-minute bar, you just broke lower with volume. When you do that, it's going to be back down to that level. And that is basically saying that this is trying to basically close under this 28.70 level. So this is going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out. If that's what we get, this thing can get down to 28.49. And where that is, folks, that was the highs of the low bar as we were coming into the close of yesterday. So bottom line, you can expect big action here in the next 60 minutes, meaning specifically the bulls and bears have been fighting all day about this 89 level. Thus far, the bears have a higher hand in it, even with the S&P up 45, because we are in that lower range. NDX 100, different ball game inside the NDX. Now, the NDX does not have volume, but it's holding price. NDX right now, we're up $155. You're at 91.07. The high that's going into is 91.44. And if we break that down into a 10-minute bar, bottom line is that that's going to have to get into a lower range. We did have volume on this bar, but this would have to get into the 9,099, which, well, it's only 6 points points lower. That has to get back into 6 points lower in order to get into lower price. Gold contract, no doubt, has caught a bid out here. You have the gold contract up $40. You've done 226,000 contracts, monster contract volume. Gold's in a confirmed ABC structure on the way up. We're talking about 1850, 1840. You take a look at some of these equities. They're doing all ABC structures on the way up inside the gold market. You had Royal Gold just blow away a B point like in spades. And we'll see whether we're going to get enough volume in it. Well, yeah, it's going to be close. We need another 130,000 contracts in order to do that. That being said, if you take a look at it, what you have here is that we're going right after the highs, and I expect these highs are going to get hit, which is the 138.78. Because we've already hit 137.89. They came out with numbers, and they were big numbers out here today. We go take a look at Eco Eagle also, and we've been talking about this 7-year consolidation, 6 to 7 year consolidation, folks. And once these equities have taken it out, these turn into little rocket ships. And Eco Eagle took it out this week, $60. You're already at $66.57. This is making its way up to the 73 number. You get over and we take a look at Barrick. Barrick, bottom line, came out with numbers yesterday rather. Numbers weren't bad, weren't great either. All-in cost, though, for gold, Barrick was looking at $970, which is a great number. That being said, once Barrick took out 23.47, you're already at 27. This is making its way up to that 43 number. So we're talking about a big number out here, no doubt. Now, notes and bonds. This is pretty wild, man. The note and bond market has caught a bid, no doubt. You had the Fed Fund futures. Bottom line, these are tradable, folks, okay? They are basically projecting that in January we are going negative in rates. Right now you're at 0.25 of 1%. What that did, you get the 10-year right now up 24 ticks. 1.1 million contracts. That's saying that it's going to go for the high of 139.22. We get over and we take a look at the 30-year. 30 years up 2.5 points right now. It's interesting that the 30-year has a bid, but it hasn't basically, the 10-year is basically saying it wants to go to the high. Now, the 30-year, it's a toss-up. We'll see whether we can get it going. 30-year came down yesterday in 274,000. You're up in 265, so that certainly can get up to the 183. Not quite as bullish, though, as that 10-year. We go take a look at the dollar index. Dollar index failed to hold price once again. Bottom line, dollar index is building cause to get down into the 98 area. Right now, you're at 99.875. Bottom line, as we come into the next 50 minutes, I do expect you're going to see these bulls and bears fight like crazy over this S&P number. The reason being is that we've been laying here for so long. Some of the higher volume equities out here inside of this market, inside of the low volume market, is that you have Norwegian Cruise Lines up 84 cents. Peloton come out with numbers, that's up 5.80. Get Bank of America up 47 cents. Wells Fargo's up 25. We get PayPal Holdings, big number here. That's up $17. Pretty wild. We're still in earnings season, folks. A lot of numbers coming out after the close. Stay right there, folks. Come back with our Minute Man, Mr. Jason Path. We are going to be talking interest rates and bonds. Coming right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
TFNN is launching an open house for our Tiger's Den. For a limited time, you can get a 30-day free trial to the Tiger's Den. Just enter promo code OPEN at checkout and pay nothing for 30 days while you try out your Tiger's Den membership as part of our open house. With market volatility at an all-time high and people all over the world working from home if possible, TFNN is hosting an open house in our Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is an interactive chat room that runs all day where other tigers and tigresses discuss trading ideas with the hosts and members, along with charts and current market news, as well as live access to the charts the hosts use during their programs. Join us for the Tiger's Den Open House. Begin your Den membership today by just entering OPEN at checkout and pay nothing while you try things out for 30 days. For all the details and to start your Den membership today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the TFNN Tiger's Den Open House taking place now. Sign up today.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 183. NASDAQ is up 112. S&Ps are up 36. And, folks, this is going to be a battle. We got a seller in the S&Ps here, man. I mean, as we do in the NDX 100. Going to be pretty wild if they get this done again and drive that baby lower. But you can see intraday, they get that little bounce. But guess what? Someone come in and just slam that thing down another 8 points in about a heartbeat. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Jason Path, as we do every Tuesday and Thursday at 1:15. Jason, what's going on, brother?
Not much, Tom. What's up with you, man?
Well, you picked a great day to start talking interest rates, man. I mean, we saw this morning that, on the Fed Fund futures that saying, okay, it's going to go negative. Well, the speculation is going to go negative in January. And, man, that put a bid under this 10 and 30.
Yeah, the 2 as well. The 2's at a record low yield. It's really idiosyncratic what's going on. It's fascinating as we look at the markets, right? The old correlations, the old moves, the old things that used to move together just aren't. You've got a rising equity environment. Clearly, on the same day that we're almost becoming resilient just to the economic carnage we're seeing on Main Street, right? 3 million more people unemployed. NFP tomorrow is going to be horrible. On the unemployment, and Fed Fund futures, the speculation now is creeping in that those go negative. It's unthinkable. It's hard to comprehend that.
Well, right? It's so cool. Could you imagine, Jason, if we were just getting into the market? And folks, if you are just getting into the market, this is a great time to get into the market. Okay,
absolutely. Because
you're seeing things that people wait for years for. Because this is insane. Okay, but it is what it is. It doesn't matter. Okay, and what I mean by that is that we know the amount of people that are laid off. We know the amount of businesses that are going to close. And as Jason just said, you get the market still up $40, and you got interest rates are running with them, which that is not the correlation that we've had for many years. There's no doubt. Pretty wild.
Yeah, that's right. And to your point on insanity, if I had told you, Tom, 8 weeks ago, 10 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago, that Fed Fund futures were speculating that we could move negative, I mean, you would have called me crazy, right? I mean, it was just unthinkable.
Oh, yeah. I'd definitely put you right in the cracker house, man. There's no doubt.
And again, to your point, we're talking about future speculation, but the fact that is now materially on the board, you can look at your Bloomberg and see that moving in now. And by the way, a great question is why today? I mean, clearly it's just been a historic time economically and in markets, but there was no real catalyst, today,
right?
Which makes it fascinating too. But
and it's interesting. I just put up the Fed Fund futures. Now, what happened, folks, is that this was news this morning in January, and look at these futures. Now we're in December. It just went negative in December.
It's moving up. That's right.
So the bottom line is that, and so all the debt that we're going to basically have here, maybe that the fact of the matter is that the borrowers are going to have to turn around and stop paying the U.S. government, huh? That'd be.
I mean, yeah, and again, it's hard to think about, but here we sit, within a couple of weeks of oil going, negative, and the Fed talking about buying junk bond ETFs.
Right.
And, it continues. And the interesting thing to me is again, how the divergence, right, between, what we see in equities, what we see happening on Main Street, what we're seeing in interest rate markets. And to your point on continued amazing opportunity for traders, the speculation on some type of second wave, on some type of continued overhang on the economy, I don't think any of us in just social conversation would say that's out of the realm of possibility. But you see equities moving up and to the right. You see Fed futures going negative, though. I mean, those two things shouldn't happen at the same time, and one's going to win. I think, unless something else unprecedented happens. So to your point, it'll be fun to see how it plays out. But.
And that's, I think, what all of us don't know. Well, I guess what we do know at this particular point, folks, is this. No matter what city you're in, what you should start paying attention to is that the restrictions are going outside, everything's going to be loosening up. But what you should really look at, are people going to places, and are they getting confident to do this? Because what I've seen in St. Pete and, this whole area is that the reality is that it's busier, but they haven't come out. And I believe you were bringing up to all the audience on Tuesday that the government didn't stop us from flying. We stopped flying.
That's right.
And I think that's a great place that we all can kind of understand what's going on in our communities, because guess what, folks? It has to do with what we do. We're the ones that make up the United States of America, not the politicians. So if we don't go out as much, well, the bottom line, that means less cash flow for everyone, right?
That's absolutely right. And to your point, airlines is a great example. And, we can also kind of look to China. They're at about 70%. If you look at things like ride sharing and mobility, they were months ahead, and it's a much more controlled environment. And they're 6 months in, and they're still looking at 70% in Wuhan of economic activity. So yeah, I mean, rates are certainly looking at, lower for longer in terms of economic activity, but you have to somehow reconcile that with an equity market that continues to move up and to the right. It's really, it's going to be fascinating to see how it all plays out.
And when Jason talks about moving up to the right, folks, okay, this is really cool. It's called the right translation. Well, the right translation is bullish. I mean, that's the bottom line. We're moving up to the right. Guess what? That's a bullish occurrence. And, we know that we've had a tremendous run off the lows. There's no two ways about that. I would love to know that what are they going to be basically teaching in business schools on this run?
Right.
Because they certainly can't teach it on fundamentals, man. I mean,
not at all.
Yeah.
I mean, for a company I like to use as a proxy, I mean, you think about, our greatest kind of blue chip companies, you look at Apple, they pulled guidance. Operating income is going to be down 20%. We know that without their guidance. They're burning cash to continue to buy back shares. And their stock continues to move up, right?
Yes.
You really can't base that expectation of their stock continuing to move up on anything other than they're a good company, money's got to go somewhere, and when this finally comes back around, whether it's 2 months or 2 years, that's a place I want to be in. This price is relatively low for that. There's no other fundamental basis or model, right? There's to your point on business, all the models I learned in business school, I cannot plug those in for some type of future expectation, because those would tell me if their operating income is going down by 20%, They pulled guidance and they're burning cash to buy back their shares.
Yes.
There's no basis that the stock continue to go up.
And I guess, in that context is that, when you're taking a look at it, that would mean there's so much cash out there that they got to do something with it. But we haven't kicked into inflation. So,
that's right.
That's a quagmire, right? I mean, it's pretty amazing, man. I mean, pretty
That's
wild.
Absolutely right, man.
Well, listen, man, we always appreciate the education. You have a great one, safe one. And of course, I would look forward to speaking to next Tuesday.
Can't wait, Tom. You too, man. Enjoy the weather.
Have a great one. Oh, the weather's great. I know, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now trading up 230. NASDAQ is up 124. S&Ps are up 42. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 232, NASDAQ up 124, S&Ps are up 42. Let's go to our man Tom in Tampa. What's going on, brother?
Hey, pretty good, buddy. Pretty good.
Good.
Hey, look, a couple weeks ago, I called in on Inseego, INSG, and I've been running. I got in early at $6, ran it up, and listened to you. Got out at about 12.5. Now looking at this thing, and they just had earnings yesterday. They had better revenue. Good revenue, but of course they're still in the red. And then they had an offering this morning. So I'm looking at this as an ABC down. I just need some confirmation because I'd like to buy it back, But it looks like if it is an ABC, that would be like 7.5 or something going down.
Yeah, this is cool. So let's take a look at this. INSG, okay. The low for the year is $3.61. The high is $15.15. The company provides 5G and intelligent device cloud solutions. Yes, and it's breaking the B point right now, Tom, of an ABC structure on the way down. So let's take a look at this. So that means your A point is up there at 15.15. Your B is it's a $5 A to B, yeah, which gets you $7. Which, yeah, see, this is pretty cool. This happens a lot, folks. Okay, so you see, the $7.56. That's where we really start moving big time on the 20th, and then if we get down to $7, you're going to see that little gap there, which is 6.26. So. Yeah, I just have some patience. Now, what you need in order to be buying this, Tom, is that, now this is pretty cool because you can see the volume is exploding out of this today, folks. So normally what ends up happening is that you want to see this run out of gas when it's getting near that $7 area, meaning the contraction of volume is going to be dramatic. And if that's what you got, well, then more than likely you get a higher end consolidation. That's how that would work. So let's see what they're doing. What they're doing? $100 million convertible. Are they pushing out a? Oh, that's going to be the convertible. So it's going to be depending on what they converted at. That's how this normally works. So the market's going to be looking for. It may be in here somewhere, Tom. That the market's going to be looking for. Okay, what is that convertible going to be at? Meaning, where's the dilution going to come in for the equity? Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did not like it this morning. I listened to the earnings call yesterday, and they're forecasting great second quarter, which is not like everybody else out there. But this dilution really on top of the no profit, of course. Yeah.
And isn't it? It's so deviant, man, that you had a run like that, and then as you just said, the numbers don't come in that bad, and they're smoking it. So I suspect that the smoke in it is going to be the aspect of, what is the convertible going to be at? But, I love the idea what happens, folks, is this. When you had a run already topside, and then you get a big pullback, you can gauge, well, particularly an ABC structure, you can gauge where you think it's going to go. Then you look for light volume. And if that's what you got, man, it's huge, man, because we're talking about from a high to a low, get cut in half by 50% again. So your probability is pretty cool going in at that level. You put your stop on the other side of it, and then you're going to be looking for strength. So I think you get some action, man.
So just let it run down. Wait till volume starts drying up, but it should be below that $8 mark, I would think.
Yes, for sure.
If it's going to be
for sure,
yeah.
For sure. And what happens?
Right.
You want to see that contraction of volume be dramatic because it's way too much today. If you have to think about it, then don't even think, because you should be eyeing it. When you're eyeing it, it'll be that dramatic, the contraction, like, okay, there's no more sellers here. And because what ends up happening, then you got everyone out of the equity because it's been a great run. Do you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, no more sellers. Guess what? You only need a few more buyers and go topside once again, man.
Right. Well, I want to thank you again because I called you when that thing was up there 12 and 13, and I was in, around 5. So said, take your bread.
Well, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us, brother.
Okay, man.
Thanks, man. Have a great one.
Bye-bye.
Have a safe one. Let's go to Al in Homosassa. Hey, Al, what's going on, brother?
Not much. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. So you're
just wondering about AUY and.
Let's take a look at it. So you get your Yamada Gold. Low is 178 for the last 12 months. The high is $5.12. That's today. And you're going to see this, folks, in a lot of the gold equities. They're moving big time right now. They've been busting the 6-year consolidation. And this one, Al, I believe, just did it. Let's see. No, it didn't do it yet. That's what it's going for.
It's $5. So
it's going for $5.91 right now. That's where we're going for.
Okay.
There's
one other thing too. can you look at WEN Wendy's? That one went berserko too. It went down to 10, and it's back up to 20 in a month.
Yeah, so let's look at Wendy's. Wendy's bottom line, just as Al just said, we went from $6.82 in March. Now you not only banging it out. Now this is banging it out with volume too, Al. I mean, this is pushing in with volume. And what you have, folks, in this new era is the aspect that these takeout places have got a lot of business, will get a lot more business, and I suspect they're going to be. Our habits have just changed. The big takeout lines have always got good business, right? It's got dramatic though since COVID-19. There's no two ways about that. What is going to be next is that we're not going to have.
Tom, there's one other thing too. I went to Wendy's and they're out of meat completely.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if you know that, but they're out of meat and they're only doing chicken.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. Like 40 for their restaurants are out. They'll get the meat back. I mean, they're going to have to get the meat back. They're a hamburger joint, right? So yeah.
But AUY is just broke. It's been bumping up against that $5 for a good number 3 years. But
right, and what Al's talking about. So this is how this works, folks. Is that as of yesterday, okay, you can only buy AUY in cash. Okay, we're on 1,000 shares. Guess what? You paid $4,860 for it. What happens this morning? Tonight, when you look at your accounts tonight, if you have AUY in your account, what you're going to see is that your margin went up, even meaning that you can basically margin this equity right now. So when you start looking at your account, you're going to see that all being the same, then this tomorrow can be bought with only $2,500 versus $5,000. And Al is banking on that, okay?
I did that with GFI. It took GFI for 407 up to like almost $8.
Oh, there's no doubt, man. It's more.
I love it because all of a sudden you got Harmony coming up there. They're getting close, and then you're going to have Heckler coming up there too. So I'll sit in there and make some money, and then all of a sudden wait for it to use the nitrox.
There you go, man.
And people, if you're not getting the gold report, you're owning the gold report is like you're having a gold mine without getting the dirt under your fingernails.
Have a great one, Al. Thanks so much. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the tax opportunity zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 184, Nasdaq up 107, S&P's up 36, and here's the battle, folks. We get 20 minutes left for the broad market closing. You got 35 minutes left for the futures closing, and this baby here is the battle line is set up, and it's set up at the last low, which is a high volume low. We were talking about a little bit earlier when I was just getting on the air. That high volume low, folks, is 2868, and right now we're at 2869.50. You break that baby, and guess what? You're going to be right down to 2854 very quickly. This was, when we bring across here, this has been trading at this level and hasn't been able to break this level since 10 past 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the bottom line is that the setup is there. The setup is also inside the NQs. They're both basically building some cause to try to break through this area. In the NQ's case, though, the NQ would only be coming down to 9,030, and right now that would still get the NQs up like $70 for the day. The NQs right now are at 9,067. The amount of numbers that are coming out after the close today, folks, is absolutely huge. When we're talking about numbers after the close, you're talking just about a monster. We have the jobs number coming out tomorrow, which we expect is going to be a disaster. Some of the bigger ones that most people will follow and do follow. You get Stamps.com, Zillow, GoPro. GoPro is almost dead in the water. Yelp. You got Herbalife. We have Pfizer coming out. Let's see, Monster Beverage, that's coming out. You got Puma Technologies. We got Cognizant Technology. That's a highly volatile stock. That you can expect that running either up or down in a big way. Bookings Holdings. Oh, that's a big one. Let's go over to Booking Holdings. Let me see what that BKNG. Let's see, BKNG. So Booking Holdings right now, BKNG. Okay, so that's up $61. They're going to be looking revenue-wise. They're going to be looking for $2.2 billion at the top line. They're going to be looking to make $5.38 to the bottom line. This has a low for the year of 1,107, a high for 2,094. Monster numbers. Okay, so this doesn't look that bad for a disaster that's happening inside the travel business. It actually, looks like a small consolidation that, this thing can get up there and hit 1527. And right now you're at 1440. So just in general, that's pretty wild. We get one of the targets wants to look at EXK, which is Endeavor Silver. The low is 99 cents. The high is 320. Now, here's some divergence. If you're in this stock, you got to be careful, folks. This is a silver equity that wants to go to lower price. Been selling off all day. You're at 147 right now. 136 is game, as well as 128. So 128 to 136. Let me see. They come out with numbers. What happened here? Oh, that's enough. That's really not good. Okay, just get out of that stock if you're in it. Endeavor reschedules. Okay, let's see. Endeavor Silver has rescheduled the release of its first quarter 2020 for Friday, May 8th, before the market open. Management will host a telephone conference call the same day at 10 o'clock. A rescheduling, folks, of your numbers is not good. You got to remember something. These are public companies, and there should be zero excuses that those numbers don't come out when they're supposed to come out. Let's go to Rich in Oregon. Hey, Rich, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, we're getting sunshine here, too. So,
that's a beautiful thing.
We're enjoying it.
Good. So what are we going to look at today?
I listened to you and Jason talking about the dichotomy of this market.
Yes.
And the way fundamentals, I guess, have gone out the window. But I was looking at Enphase Energy, and it reported good numbers, and it actually got a good boost. Is this something that you would hang on to here, or
okay, let's take a look.
So might have topped.
Enphase Energy, they manufacture solar power solutions. The low is $13. The high is $59. Okay, so they make money. $205 million per quarter, 38 cents to the bottom line. Well, it's getting tired. I mean, can it retest the 57? Yeah. I mean, are you in this right now?
Yeah, I'm in it, but I was just wondering
I'd
if
take
it
your
was
money.
Getting tired and topping.
Yeah, I'd take your money. This is why. This is called a 100% move of a move, folks, okay? We started off at $59. You get all the way down to 21. It's made it back to 55. So my take on this, the most that you're actually giving up out here is like $3.50. If it goes to the high, the other side of this is that, okay, at $3.50, this can go back to 41. This can go back to 41 in a heartbeat. It says where blue topside from. So
yes.
When you look at that, that's $13 down and only $4 up. You already made the run. You got good money. You can see the volume contraction in it that's happening. Just as you said, it's getting tired, man. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
You answered my question.
Okay, man.
All right, thanks, Tom.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. You got Michael in Niagara Falls. Hey, Michael, what's going on?
Yeah, hi, thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
All the Canadian news outlets are talking about Shopify surpassing RBC in terms of market valuation as the number one company in Canada. Is this the top tick?
Nope. Let's take a look at it. You get Shopify. The low is $242. The high is $739. This is for the last 12 months. This has a PE, folks, of $1,936, meaning you're paying $1,936 for $1 of earnings. That being said, when you're saying, is this the top tick, there's no doubt this has been on a run, an extraordinary run. I wouldn't be buying it up here, and I certainly wouldn't be selling it. Can this baby pull back like into the level again of, right where it broke topside from 645? Yeah, it can. They have basically, if you have Shopify, when we changed our website, Michael, 2 years ago, we changed it to a Shopify website. It's a phenomenal system that they have. It's not expensive, and they have the capture of, I would say, small businesses because of the fact that you can have a nice website. Their accountability is huge, and there's nothing out here that's like it just at this particular point. So
yeah, at this particular point, but there's competitors working on alternatives.
Yeah, there's always competitors, but what ends up happening is that like the last time we changed our website was 15 years ago. Meaning, when I'm talking about changing it, not changing it, I'm talking about the collection of monies, how it's done, how that's how that shakes out. Cooking, brother. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Dow right now up 206, NASDAQ up 117, S&Ps are up 39. We'll come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is up 195, NASDAQ is up 113, S&Ps are up 37. And if the S&Ps do close here, folks, you'll still have a failure on volume as well as price. Now, you're not going to have that inside the Index 100, so there's going to be some divergence in this market. So it's going to be pretty wild just watching, not only coming into the close out here, because it looks to me that for every bear that is selling into this, you get a bull that's buying into it right at this level too, man, right at this 28.67 level. We've been down here now for, almost 40 minutes out of the 60 minutes that we're on the air right now. So if you do take a look at this, however, on The daily basis, what you have here, bottom line, you've done 67 million shares. You come in at the 79. You get over the high of Tuesday. You're going to close underneath it. And that's not even your benchmark, folks. The bottom line is that you're dealing with going all the way over to 146 million shares. That's your benchmark. That is the highs that were generated out here on the 17th of April. Then you took those highs out with light volume, got to a higher high with light volume, came down with heavy volume, and that's the kicker here. NDX 100. We take a look at the NDX. What you're going to see with the NDX, holding price. You don't have the volume in here, but you're holding price, no doubt about it. The amount of spread that we've done each day, you can see is smaller and smaller, folks. When you have small spread like this, like yesterday, the Qs traded from 216 to 220. I mean, the day before. Yesterday, it traded 218 to 221. Today, we traded 220 to 222. The smaller these keep getting, what tends to happen is that this is distribution up at these levels. So we'll see where this whole thing is going to end out, and I expect you're going to see a huge amount of movement after the close because we do have so many equities that are coming out with numbers. Tomorrow morning, folks, we get the jobs number, big number. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Come join us tomorrow morning, 8:30.